Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and it is time for the NFL predictions. So to start out with the AFC East, then go to the AFC North, and the AFC South, and the AFC West, and the NFC East, and the NFC North, and the NFC South, and the NFC West. Start off with the New York Jets. Okay, so here's my thought process. We pick up a win against Tennessee, then we lose the next three. We're going to beat the Browns, we're going to lose to the Patriots, and then we're going to go on a 2-game win streak with the Dolphins and Raiders. Then we're going to lose to the Chiefs. Then we're going to beat the Bills. I know, kind of surprising. Then we're going to lose to the Chargers. Then beat the Dolphins. We're going to lose to the Broncos. But then we're going to go on a little win streak here. We're going to win 3 in a row before losing to the Bills. And that's where our 9-8 record comes in. The goal for the Jets, at least as a Jets fan, is to be between 7 to 10 wins. That's the goal. Now we're going to move on to 4th place, which is obviously the Dolphins. Now they're going to take a win against the Raiders. They're going to go on back-to-back losses to the 49ers, and the Chiefs actually make that 4 losses in a row. Actually make it 5. So they are 1-6 currently. They're going to beat the New England Patriots. They're going to lose to the Detroit Lions, and they're going to go on a 2-game win streak between the Colts and Bills. And they're going to lose to the Broncos. And they are going to beat or get beat by the Chicago Bears, and the Packers are going to win, Chargers are going to win, and the Bills are going to win, and then the Patriots are going to win, and that's where their 4-13 record comes in. Now we're going to go to the Patriots, who are going to lose to the Seahawks. Actually, them losing to the Steelers, and then losing to the Jaguars, and then losing to the Bills. They have them beating the Las Vegas Raiders. Then they're going to beat the Chicago Bears, and then they're going to beat the Green Bay Packers, but they'll lose to the Detroit Lions. They're going to beat the Los Angeles Chargers, and then they're going to beat the Bills, and then they are going to lose to the Vikings, Chiefs, and Broncos to get a 7-10 record. Now the Buffalo Bills will be first. They're going to beat the Texans. They're going to beat the Lions. They're going to beat the Chargers, but then they're going to lose to the LA Rams, and they're actually going to lose to the Raiders. I know, they're coming off of a Monday night game against the Rams in LA. Then they have to go to Vegas. I know they're going to have some time off, but that LA game is really going to cook them. They're going to get cooked. Then they're going to lose to the Ravens. They're going to beat the Vikings, and then they're going to win out all of their games to get an 11-6 record. You know what? Make it 12-5. I take back the Raiders. Take back the Raiders. You know, maybe I don't. Maybe. No, I take back the Broncos. No. I take back the Packers. And they will get the win over the. No. I gotta give them another win. Crap. Maybe I was kind of harsh at the end. So I'll actually give them a win over the Chiefs and the Vikings. So that's the 8-9 for the Patriots, and then 12-5 for the Bills. There we go. The Browns are going to suck. They're going to take 2 losses, actually 3 losses, make it 5 in a row, actually. Then they are going to lose again. Then I have another loss, and then they're going to get their first win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to take another 2 losses, and then they're going to tie the Raiders. They're going to beat the Bengals and the Falcons and the Giants. So they're going to go on a little win streak here. Actually, no. They're going to go on a 2-game win streak because then they're going to lose the rest of the games to end with a 13-1 record. The Steelers, I have them beating the Falcons and then losing 3-4 in a row. Well, it's going to be 5 in a row to all these teams, and they're going to beat the Cincinnati Bengals get them back into a little action here, but then they're going to lose 3 in a row, 4 in a row, make it, and they're going to beat the Baltimore Ravens, and then they're going to beat the Carolina Panthers, and then they're going to beat the Tennessee Titans, but then they're going to lose Week 18 to the Baltimore Ravens. It gets them with a 7-10 record. The Cincinnati Bengals are here. They are going to lose to the Bucs, but then they are going to also lose to the Texans, but then they're going to lose to the they're going to beat the Jags. They're going to beat the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to beat the Titans. They're going to beat the Falcons. Then they're going to lose to the Commanders. Then they're going to beat New Orleans. They're going to lose to Kansas City. And then they're going to win those 2 games against Carolina. And actually, they're going to lose to Indy and Baltimore. That finishes them. No, they're going to beat Indianapolis. That finishes them 10-7. Ravens, man, are they in for a rebound from last season? They're going to beat the Colts. They're going to beat the Saints. They're going to beat the Cowboys as well. They're going to beat the Titans as well. They're going to beat the Falcons as well. And they're going to go on a little streaky streak of 2 games losing. They're going to actually win out, and then they're going to finish 13-4. So a big rebound from last season. Actually, a really good rebound. Colts. It's time for them. They're going to lose 3 games to the Chiefs, Texans, and Commanders. I have them taking a win against the Titans, another win to the Vikings, and then I have them losing to the Jaguars and Cowboys and Texans. Then they're going to the New York Giants are going to lose to the Eagles and Titans, and then they're going to get a win in Week 18 for a 6-11 record. The Titans will get 2 losses. Actually, no, they're not beating the Colts. What am I saying? They will, in fact, win 5 games. You're going to win 5 games. It's better than none. Oh, I missed a game. Oh, no, I didn't. 5-12. It's time for the Texans. They need a big rebound from last season after losing to the Patriots. But clearly, 10-5 will clearly get them in. 10-7, in fact, make it. 10-7 record for the Texans isn't horrible. So now things are about to change. Things are about to change. They're going to win by 2. So 12-5 for the Jags. I feel like that would be reasonable to beat the Texans out, even though the Texans' only loss in the division was to the Jags. So yeah, Raiders, I'm sorry. You know what? You gotta win at least 2 games. I don't know how you are, but the Cardinals and the Chiefs are gonna give them 2 wins for the. Actually, let's give them 3 wins. Let's be generous, because obviously this entire division is going to be hard. The entire West is extremely difficult. So 3-13-1. That's the same as the Browns. The Cardinals, they can win a few games. I think they'll win a little bit. Let's just say I have them as the worst team. The Chiefs. Ooh. Well, they have a difficult division with the Chargers. But the fact that they have to play the entire NFC West makes stuff really difficult. You know what? 8-9. I want to give them 9-8, but I can't. I can't give them 9-8. Fine, I'll give them a win against the Broncos week 1. 9-8 is fair. You still beat the Jets. Okay, it's time for the Chargers. Man, I mean, at least the Cardinals get a win, right? Okay. But they always lose to some random team. This is such a. So they're actually sitting at. Oh, but they're also sitting at 8-8. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I severely messed up. Uh, well, what happens if I click win? They don't even bump up, so they're. I gotta do something. Maybe not this. Maybe not this Bucks game, or maybe not. Maybe not the 49ers. They're gonna finish. No, because I gotta get. I know they're not beating. They're beating the Bucks. So 10-7. Broncos, a very powerful squad, but I just don't think this is gonna be such a close division. But 10-7 for the Broncos and Chargers. So this is your AFC playoffs. We'll get to it after. Got the NFC East. Let's just start off with the Giants. Could be a successful team, but they just won't be. They're gonna take. I think 7-10 is not horrible, and obviously you got some pretty good teams that you gotta play. The Eagles and the Rams, but yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be 5-12 for the Commanders. That could happen. I'm not good at this. I'm so bad at predicting. I'm so bad at predicting. Like, oh god, no. Okay, I had to give them. They're finishing 6-11. This Eagles team, man, dude, they are defending home court currently. They are on. They are on something, and they slowly start to die off. I'm telling you, these two teams are going to be close. 11-6 for the Eagles. That's not horrible. We got the. Let's start with the Vikings. They will get last. They will probably win at least one against each of their division. Actually, you know what? No, they're not. They'll beat the Packers and they'll beat the Bears, but they're not going to beat the Lions at all. I do all their divisional games. No, I missed one. I missed the Bears. All right. They'll beat the Bucks. They'll lose to the Saints. The 49ers, really? You know what? The Vikings are going to win that one. Vikings will win. Then I have them too. And then 7-10. You know what? I gotta give them 8. I gotta give them 8-9. It's fair. I kind of want to give them 9-8 now. I kind of feel bad. So here's your 9-8 record. Bears. Another solid team here. We see. See. I get 10-7. The Lions are cooking. They're gonna cook something no matter what. What are they exactly cooking? I don't know. Cooking a 12-5 record. I think but the Rams do. The Rams stand in the right as well as the Saints. I think the Saints will have a really big rebound. Oh crap! Dang it! No, sorry. 11-6. You know, I forgot one of these teams are gonna have to miss. I'm sorry, Bears. Unless if the 49ers fold because of these two teams, but they're gonna win at least one. Can we just get the Cardinals out of the way. They're ending 2-15. I hope you know that they're not winning a single divisional game. 2-15 for the Cardinals. Where was I? Okay, sorry Bears, but okay. Into the Panthers. And this is another example of a division where everything's going to be homebound. So 4-13 for the Panthers, which is actually pretty bad. But the NFC West is a joke. The NFC West is a freaking joke, dude. Like 5-12. I mean, okay. This is the only team that I think will lose 2 of their games. The Saints are winning the NFC South. I don't care. What if I gave the Cardinals the loss? Okay, yup. There we go. That's fair. Saints get 8-9. Bucks get 8-9. We're finally up to this stupid division. Dude, imagine finishing 11. Imagine having this being your division. You know what? Okay. Who wins? Who won? The Rams. Okay. You know what? Good. I'm glad they did. Because you know what? I kind of want to give the Cardinals, a little win against the Seahawks, but no. The Seahawks, they're not finishing both. They're not both finishing 15-2. I'll give the Broncos the win. I'll give the Broncos their win. And who else do I give a win to? I'm gonna say the Eagles. This is fair now. We're up to the playoffs. Okay. Got the Bills and the Bengals. The Bills will obviously take that one. I'm gonna honestly take the Packers. Okay. Well, obviously this will be working out well for them. We will have the Chargers upset the Ravens, and then we'll have the Bills and the Chargers, the Rams and the Seahawks. We have Rams versus Chargers, and your Super Bowl champion is obviously going to be the Rams. No, I'm kidding. The Chargers are going to beat the Rams by a field goal. These are my stupid NFL predictions, and goodbye, guys.